Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Forced out to his left. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And fights through one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go. 21, 21. 12, 14.
Breeze now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
11. We're waiting.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, two.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Nigel Bradham able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
This is Ajayi. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Here's Ajayi. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Wins to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Okafor. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, two. 11. Ready. Waiting.
Breeze to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Chris Long coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Steps away to his left. It got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
81.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Dancing to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Great 15.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Flush to his right. And my goodness, as this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Saints on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Breeze going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From midfield, here's Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on fourth. They run for it with Ajayi. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Hey. You got 4. Let's go. Great. Down the man inside. Down the man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They run with Ajayi. Pushing through the contact. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. They run again with Ajayi. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Binds, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Alex Okafor able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 33 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And Lutz's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Get over there. Go. 81.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, yeah, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, easy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Bree's going to throw here. That's caught. It's Thomas. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz, escaping the pressure right. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Saints, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.